When a woman is healthy, she is happy. She feels active, creative, wise, and worthy. She has the strength and energy to do her daily work, to fulfill her responsibilities in a family and a community, and also to have meaningful relationships with others. In fact, her health affects every aspect of her life. But unfortunately, women's health have always meant nothing more than maternal health care services during pregnancy and childbirth. It has not meant much more regarding her other related needs. These services are necessary, but they address women's needs as mothers only. Except for the ability to produce babies, a woman's health and related needs are given much less importance than a man's. Why do we need to focus on women's health? We need to focus on women's health because a woman has the responsibility for the health of the entire family. Her knowledge of health and nutrition is important both for herself as well as for the family.
Poor health has not only repercussions, not only for women, but also their families. Women in poor health are likely to give birth to low-weight infants. They are also less likely to be able to provide food and adequate care for the children. Finally, a woman's health affects the household economic well-being, as a woman in poor health will be less productive in the labor force.
It is easy to name the direct causes of poor health in women. For example, STDs are caused by germs, poor nutrition is caused by not taking proper food, and complications during pregnancy are a result of lack of parental care. However, beneath these direct causes are two important root causes, which are poverty and the low status of women.
Poverty. In India, 1/3 of the population still lives below the poverty line. Within this segment, it is the women and girls who suffer the effects of poverty more. They are caught in a cycle of poverty that begins even before they are born. Babies born to women who do not get enough to eat during pregnancy are likely to be small at birth and develop slowly. In poor families, girls are less likely than their brothers to get enough to eat, causing their growth to be inhibited. By and large, girls and women stand grossly neglected in the areas of healthcare and education. Low status of women. In most communities in India, women have lower status than men. Social and cultural practices reinforce this low status. Women's lower status leads to discrimination, being treated poorly, or denied something simply because they are women. It may take different forms in different communities, but it always affects a woman's health.
A woman's access to health services is vital because she has the responsibility for her health as well as the health of the entire family. But the access to health services is constrained by various factors, which are, firstly, The time spent on childcare, housework, and in the occupational spheres leaves them with little time to give any attention to their illness, resulting in neglecting their illness in the early stages. Secondly, the clinics offer no privacy. Thirdly, the clinics are often staffed by men, and women show a great reluctance to be examined by men. Fourthly, the expense and time incurred in traveling long distances and in meeting clinics and drugs fees are also constraining factors. And lastly, women's awareness of the available health facilities, even if they were to use them, is much lesser than a man's.
New strategies have been designed to increase women's access to and role in the healthcare system in order to ensure better health for the women as also for better child survival. In 1985, the World Conference in Nairobi to review and appraise the UN Decade for Women put forth the following recommendations: creating and strengthening basic services for the delivery of health care, increasing in participation of women in higher level institutions through legislation and training, integrating fully and constructively female traditional healers and board attendants into the health system, strengthening promotive, preventive, and curative health measures through a supportive health infrastructure free of commercial pressure, designing and constructing accessible, acceptable health facilities in harmony with patterns of women's work, needs, and perspectives, encouraging local women's organizations to participate in primary healthcare activities, including traditional medicine, and devising ways to support women in taking responsibility for self-care. In addition, a special program of education and training geared especially towards the adolescent girl will, it is hoped, go a long way in redressing past follies and enabling them to prepare for a better future.